Hi, everyone. Daryl and I are here with Sally and Kelly Jackson, known online as SalGal and KK. And they are joining us from Waikiki. They are the creators of the Midlife Gals, a hilarious web series that we discovered and thought we would bring to you here on the WOW Network. Welcome, Sally, KK. How are you guys?
Hello.
Welcome
to WOW. Wow.
Waikiki. Who are we? We are jealous. That's who we are.
I'm very jealous. I'm very jealous, and I wanted to get in the mood.
How'd you do that?
This is the magic. This is the magic of Google Hangouts. I love it. I can drink coffee underwater.
Oh, you are really. Daryl is so talented.
Very techie. Very techie.
She is. Very appropriate since we're in Hawaii too.
Very appropriate. Very appropriate.
We have to get in the mood.
Yes, we do. Well, you haven't always been in Hawaii. You came from Texas, and I think that both of you, even though your sisters grew up in different, or were adults in different parts of the country. So, tell us your story. How did you end up from Texas in Waikiki together?
Oh my God. Okay, take it away, KK. Didn't you have a story or something?
Like not
that you
one.
Planned?
Yeah. We moved in together to take care of our aging mother, whom we refer to as the Ancient One. She had a little fainting spell as she was getting older, and she spent the night in the hospital, and she said to us, "I'll do whatever you want me to do. I'll go wherever you want me to go." We said, "Okay, assisted living." We took her to one of those places. It was like the fanciest place in Austin, Texas, and for lunch, where they show you around and do all that. And so we went into the dining room. The dining room was filled with people, and we sat down and had a very lovely lunch. And we kept saying, Mother, isn't this lovely? Look, they have linens, and they have real silverware, and the buffet looks really good. And
Mother always did love a good buffet.
yeah.
Yes, yes.
And she kind of played along until we got in the car on the way home, and she said, "Okay, here's the thing. That place is filled with nothing but old people, and I'm not going there."
Yeah.
So we had to move in with her. We had to both move in to her house, and we started taking care of her. And for 5 years, we did that. And early on, we knew that there was going to be some moments of insanity that were not going to be good.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah. Yeah, we had to bring out the garden clippers to do her toenails,
Yeah.
So,
yeah.
And one of them flipped across the room and almost knocked my eyeball out.
Oh, that's too much information.
TMI.
TMI.
I'm glad you found the comedy in caregiving. I mean, it's not that easy sometimes to find the comedy in that.
No, it's not. And we heard the word one night on the news, the word blog, in 2007. Sally said, "What's a blog?" I said, "I haven't a clue, but I'm fixing to find out." And then 2 weeks later, we started a blog. We had a website. And then a few months after that, our nephew told me that I asked him what the little black box was on the top of my laptop monitor, and he said, "Camera."
Yeehaw! Camera! Oh my God!
So that's when you started doing the videos.
Yeah,
Yes.
yeah.
With over 125 now on YouTube.
Great.
All the while, and the Ancient One is in 2 or 3 of them, and she, was seriously ready for her close-up Mr. DeMille. Let me just
Yes. I saw one of them, and she is hilarious. She really played along.
Yeah,
She was great.
Oh,
She
yeah.
loved it. Yeah.
And then she died,
Yeah.
which happens. It was her time, and she didn't. So that was all went just the way it was supposed to. And then Sally and I were sitting out on our front porch one day and having our martini.
Oh, just like this. Cheers, Sally. Cheers.
Isn't it 9 a.m. in Waikiki? I was just asking.
It's 5 o'clock in London.
Yeah, it's cocktail hour somewhere.
That's
Somewhere
right.
it's cocktail hour.
Pango, somewhere.
No, it's earlier there.
I'm still on the coffee.
Yeah. So we decided that we were getting no younger, and that we wanted to have maybe one last great big huge adventure. And what did we find?
What do you mean? What did
We
we
found 20 seconds.
We found 20 seconds of insane courage.
And
That's
we
all it takes.
started talking about moving to Hawaii, and then what did we see?
And then we were sitting on the porch, okay, we were having our martinis, which, we do. And along came a moving truck, a big moving truck, coming down our little street in Austin, and all across the front of the moving truck it said, "Aloha." And then, as it rode by slowly, it had a big painting of a guy surfing on a big wave in Hawaii. And it's like this guy surfed by us on the street. It was like the universe was validating our
It was
decision.
a sign. Was it a sign? Was it a
a
sign?
sign.
You know what?
Yeah.
It's so funny. You had an aha moment with a little extra 2 letters in it. You know, like an aloha moa. Yeah. With a
Exactly. And we looked
Wow.
at each other and went, okay, well, there you go. And 8 months later, here we are.
Well, so I think that was a sign from the Ancient One. I think that she was on that truck and sent down her message to you.
Yeah. Well, and she kind of came with us because we had her in a box with it inside a little velvet bag.
Oh, is she
A
not
Mouton
there?
Cadet wooden box.
Yeah,
She would have
a
loved that.
wine box.
Yeah.
And but she had always told us that she wanted to be buried right next to our daddy at Arlington National Cemetery. And so the further away from that area we got, we didn't know what to do. So finally we sent her off to Arlington National Cemetery, and they buried her next to Daddy. And she's just thrilled to be there, and she's thrilled that we're here.
Yeah, I wanted to put her in a little box and float her out on Waikiki with a little candle and stuff, but
Like they do in India.
Yeah.
yeah,
No, a promise is a promise.
yeah.
Yeah, you got to honor that. So tell us about the Midlife Gals, the video series, and what your approach to your comedy is. I mean, why did you call it the Midlife Gals? What precipitated
Well, we
that?
used to be the Midlife Gals.
We still are.
We're going to be changing that to the Elder Gals here in about a couple of years. And that just started happening, that we were the Midlife Gals, and I've always called her KK, and she's always called me SalGal, so that happened, and that's the truth.
But we wanted a tag. We learned what tags are, and so we learned that when people were looking for something about boomers or middle age or midlife, they might stumble onto us. And now we're like the first 6 or 7 pages on a Google search, exclusively.
Yeah, I mean, it's just been really fun. You just do what is fun and that you love to do, and good things happen. That's kind of what is.
And we wanted to make other caregivers laugh, frankly, because it is such a sinister business, the whole thing. And so we started making these little videos, and then it expanded, and we do ones on, we do movie reviews, we do product reviews, we give advice, we do cooking
show.
Yeah.
Oh,
I
my.
am a cook.
Oh,
I am
my.
a cook.
Well, we are so excited to have you on the WOW Network. We can't wait to show the audience all your videos and your humor. It's just fantastic. Welcome to WOW, girls.
Thank you.
Thank you. We're so excited. Cheers.
Cheers.
Go get 'em.